Now, what is it about visceral fat? What do we know about visceral fat? What's the problem with visceral fat? Can anybody tell me that? Yeah, it is the most culpable for heart disease, and it's not even close. Why would that be? Because if your fat's down here, it's away from all the major organs up here. Guys, your heart's an organ, and I've sent you guys pictures of a heart that's marbled in fat. So we've heard of fatty liver disease. It's not just your liver, it's every organ gets marbled in fat. Now, how you carry visceral fat is genetic. That's genetic. Most men will carry their fat mostly here, women carry it mostly here. And women will complain about this, but that's why you die less of heart attacks than we do, because it is visceral fat that is the most culpable for heart disease. So, I came up with a system a long time ago with that green, yellow, and red body system for men, women, and I accounted for things like ectomorph, endomorph, ectomorph, all that, right? To say like you're a larger body person, you're a smaller body person, right in the middle, and where your weight should be. But the more I look at the research and the more I see things when it comes to pure health, you know, the only thing we need to do is take this thing. Lloyd, come up here again. If we take this tape, all right, and we wrap it around the largest part of our stomach, which is about an inch below our belly button, just read everybody, you would agree that that's tight, right?
Yeah.
Now, what does that say?
32.
Now, hold on, I'm gonna... What does that say?
I can't see. 31.
31. Okay, so was I sucking my stomach in when you said 33? Okay, at 33, am I sucking my stomach in? No. Okay. So 33, I'm 5'10", all right, that's 70 inches. You want to be half, so I'm 2 inches below where I need to be. Okay, now, I can tell you that I have done this randomly over the past few weeks, that various men who you would not look at and say, that person is obese, you would not do that. Okay, we're talking about 5'11", with a 46-inch stomach, 5'11", 46 inches, 6 foot tall, 48 inches. Again, you would not look at these people and go, holy cow, they're obese. So we're talking about people with a waist measurement over a foot, okay, an inch taller than me, but over a foot larger waist than me. So imagine what that looks like. What is in there, everybody? Okay. Is it because their livers are so much larger than mine, right? It's or because their intestine, they have an extra 30 feet of intestine? No, it's fat. It's fat. And so when people say to me, and I hear this shit, they're 5'11", and when I wrap that around their waist, and they're 222, 225 pounds, and I'll explain to them, look, you know, or you look at the BMI, or I reference that stuff from 1975. If they will say things like, if I'm 190 pounds, I will look like a skeleton. This is their belief system. And the truth is what happens is I believe that this is a type of body dysmorphia. It's reverse body dysmorphia. It's like reverse anorexia. What happens is, if you look at, and I've used this example in the past, if you looked at yourself in high school, when likely you were your leanest, and you looked at your face, okay, your face doesn't mature all that much over the course of 20 years, meaning like you can still know that it's you 20 years later. When I went to my reunion and I saw my friends, I still knew it was them. The difference is their faces got bigger. They got more bloated, right? And what happens is over time, you get used to seeing a face that gets more and more and more large. And then over time, if you lose that weight, because most people, when they go on a diet, most people unfortunately lose it much too fast. Okay, they'll lose it much too fast, and you'll see their face go down. But it's not just them; it's other people, and other people start saying, "Are you sick, Lloyd? Are you okay? Are you okay? Are you dying of something? Do you have cancer?" How many of you have heard this before that have lost weight? Okay, this is the most nonsensical dialogue that goes on in our country, and it is astounding at how Okay, it's also, I believe, a form of sabotage. They want you to stop losing weight, right? Because it puts a mirror on them, especially if it's in the family. In the family, your worst enemy is going to be your husband or wife, almost always, right? Or everybody's going to gang up on you about what you're putting in the house, or both. And then your friends are even worse. The friends that are closest to you, they're going to be even worse. This happens all of the time. But again, if we can't change the dialogue on these topics, we're all in trouble. We have to understand, what does the science say? What do we know about visceral adiposity? What type of life do I want for myself? How do I want to feel? The discussion with sugar doesn't just stop there.